All right, welcome everyone to the second game. The Blue Devils fall to the Fort Scott Community College Greyhounds 2-1 in the first. This second game will be a 9-inning game. And it is my understanding that tomorrow's game have been moved to Sunday, so there'll be a doubleheader Sunday at Fort Scott. Logan Bernard will be on the mound for the Blue Devils in this second game. Other than that, the order will be the same. They just don't get stuff up to me, so we'll kind of go on the fly here for a little bit. The leadoff hitter for Fort Scott will be Dylan Fu. He was 0 for 4 in the first game. There's a swing and a miss of the first pitch. Nice play by Hutchison over at first base for the first out. That's going to bring up number 2, so they are going to switch things up on me. That means Messenger will be up. Messenger was the catcher of the first game. We'll see where he is. There's a foul ball out of play down the right field line. Messenger was 1 for 2 in the first game. He had a base hit, a sac bunt, and a strikeout. There's a swing and a miss at the second one so quickly. 0-2. Logan Bernard, number 24, left-handed pitcher out in front. High and inside. 9-inning game. First one was a 7. The Greyhounds won 2-1 in the first one. 1-2 the count. Little foul back toward the screen. Another chopper down toward third base, and that's going to be foul. So we'll do the 1-2 again. 1-2 the count. First hitter of this second game, Dylan Fu. Now batting is Peyton Messenger. Swing and a miss. That's going to bring up Jacob Mashuka. He was 1 for 2 with a base hit, a strikeout, and a walk in the first game. It's a swing and a miss. One and one the count. Out of play down the left field line. Hutchison over to first base to Bard for the third out. Sorry, a little late on the camera there. It got wind and everything blowing all over everywhere, but I'll get it caught up at the end of a half an inning. No score. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, Cole White will be on the mound for the Greyhounds in this second game. Lineup for the Blue Devils: Dawson, Paniagua, Adams, Hutchison, Bard, Freeman, Carlin, Johnson, Slabowski, with Bernard on the mound. First pitch to Dawson, misses. He grounded out, flew out, struck out, and was hit by a pitch the first game. There's outside ball 2-0 the count on Dawson. There's a ball that gets over the head of the left fielder. And sliding into third with a triple. Is Dawson. That's going to bring up Paniagua. Paniagua had a base hit, 2 strikeouts, and a walk in the first game. Misses outside ball 1. Ground ball hit it up the shortstop. He's up with it and over to first. So an RBI ground out for Paniagua. So the Blue Devils have 2 hitters and 1 run on the board with an out. That's going to bring up Caleb Adams. Adams had a hit, a couple flyouts, and a strikeout in the first game. Misses outside ball 1. Outside ball 2, 2-0 the count. Comes the 2-0. Strike called, top part of the zone. Two and 1 the count. Inside ball 3, 3-1 the count on Adams. Strike called at the knees on the outside corner. Out of play down the right field line. Just misses a little bit inside, ball 4 to Adams. That's going to bring up Hutchison. So 1 out, runner at first. It's going to bring up Hutchison. Hutchison hit a line drive at the third baseman, then had a home run, and then walked in the first game. Strike right through there. White on the mound for the Greyhounds. In the dirt, nicely blocked by the catcher. Moore, the catcher in this second game for the Greyhounds. I don't have a lineup card for them in this second game, so we'll have to kind of catch all that on the fly. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. Outside, ball 2, 2-1 the count. Ball headed to deep right center. It's going to score 1 run, so an RBI double. An RBI double for Hutchison. Makes it 2-0. That's going to bring up Brendan Bard. Bard had a ground out and a couple of flyouts in the first game. There's a strike right through there. 0-1 the count. Hutchison with an RBI double. He's there at second base. Bard at the plate. He's the first baseman. There's a ball headed to right field. Get a tag, and heading for third base is Hutchison. And he is safe at third. That's going to bring up Freeman. Freeman, the designated hitter. He had a couple of strikeouts and a flyout in the first game. Didn't mean to, but strike called on the check swing. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Runner at third in Hutchison. Stays high, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs in the inning. RBIs by Paniagua and Hutchison so far. Ground ball headed at the second baseman over to first base for the out. At the end of 1 inning, Blue Devils lead 2-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back. If you're interested in your business having a banner on the outfield fence or stadium entry, go to www.4ts.com, click KCK Blue Devils Baseball, then click Download Banner Brochure, or call Tony Tompkins at 913-288-7150. All right, here we go to the top of the second. Traylon Moore, the designated hitter, he's catching this game. There's a strike right through there. Foul ball back to the screen. Stays outside. One and two the count to Jones. Curveball stays outside. Excuse me, to Moore. Trailer Moore. Foul ball out of play down the right field line. Comes the 2-2. Base hit into left center. So Moore with the base hit. It's going to bring up Jones. Jones was 1 for 3 in the first game with a base hit. Misses ball one. Two and 0 the count. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first. Moore with a leadoff hit here in the top of the second inning. Greyhounds trail 2-0 after 1. Outside. Going to be probably scored as a pass ball. To let the runner move to second. Swing and a miss. 3-2 the count. Nobody out. Runner at second. Leadoff hit by Moore. Jones at the plate. Outside, ball 4. It's going to bring up Clark. Clark had a double and an RBI in the first game. Was 1 for 3 with a base hit, with a double, a ground out, and a fly out. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Left-handed hitting Clark at the plate. Outside, ball 1. Comes the 1-0. Just catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Greyhounds trail by 2 here in the top of the second inning. Swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. Foul ball back to the net. One and two on Clark. Foul ball back and out of play. Got a battle between Bernard and Clark here. Lefty versus lefty. Runners at first and second. Ball lifted into left field. Johnson back and takes care of that for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Nathan Fingar. Takes outside. Sorry about freezing on the camera there. I was busy trying to get one thing done and goofed up on another, but that's the way it goes. Runners at first and second, one out. Fingar did not play in the first game. There's a foul ball over into the dugout of the Blue Devils. One ball, one strike, one out. Bernard on the mound. Tall lefty for the Blue Devils. Right-handed hitting Fingar. Just misses a little bit inside. 2 balls and a strike. Runners at first and second. One out. We haven't seen a double play today. Right now would be just a really good time for one. There's a ball headed into right field. Caught on the fly by the right fielder. Adams hit a line drive, but hit it right at him, did Fingar. That's going to bring up Mashad. Strike just caught the inside corner. Mashad struck out twice and grounded out in the first game. Inside. 1 ball and a strike. Two outs, 2 on in the top of the second. Foul ball caught over on the right side out of camera view, but nonetheless, the third out. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. Cole White, back for his second inning of work. Scheduled up for the Blue Devils would be Carlin, Johnson, and Slabowski. Blue Devils take a 2-0 lead into the bottom half of the second. Sun has come back out. Light breeze blowing out to left field. Strike on the outside corner, strike called. Strike called. 0-2 the count on Carlin. Foul ball back to the screen. Oh, and 2 the count on Carlin. Ball headed over to the second baseman. He's up with it and over to first for the out. That's going to bring up Johnson. In comes the center fielder, Mashad, to take care of that. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's going to bring up Cole Slabowski. Cole had a sac bunt, hit by pitch, and a base hit in the first game. Outside, ball 1. Little bit up, 2-0 the count to Slabowski. Little bit high, ball 3. So 3-0 the count on the second baseman, Slabowski. That's going to hit him. That a hit by pitch or a foul ball, or a ball 4. Hit by pitch. That goes back to the top of the order, and Dawson. Dawson had a triple his first time up. Triple over the left fielder's head. Ball breaks outside for ball 1. Cole White on the mound for the Greyhounds. The ball high, deep to left field. And to take care of that is Jones for the third out at the end of 2 full innings. Blue Devils lead 2-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, here we go to the top of the third. Tyler Gorman, the second baseman, he struck out all three times the first. That's going to be a foul ball on the bunt attempt. So Gorman fouls the bunt off. Misses just a little bit outside, maybe a little low. 1-1 the count to the leadoff hitter here for the Greyhounds in the top of the third. There's a base hit into left field. So Gorman with a base hit, lead off. So back to the top of the order to Fu. Fu grounded out to the third baseman, Hutchison, his first time up. Inside, ball one. Check swing, going to be a second baseman, Slabowski, over to Bard for the first out of the inning, but that moves the runner to second. That's going to bring up Messenger. Messenger struck out his first time up. Misses just a little bit inside, 1-0. Foul ball back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on for the Greyhounds. Welcome to those of you in this second game. The first game went to the Greyhounds 2-1 in 7 innings. Scheduled 7-inning game. This one is scheduled to be a 9. So ball lifted into center field. Coming on hard is Paniagua, but he cannot get there. So a blue base hit into center field for Messenger. So runners at first and third with 1 out. It's going to bring up Jacob Mashaka. Mashaka grounded out to the third baseman, his first time up in this game. Mashaka bats on the left-handed side. Misses just a little bit inside, does that ball. 1-0 the count. Not sure where that one missed, but it did. So ruled by the umpire. So 2-0 the count. Strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Strike on the outside corner, same spot. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Comes the 2-2. Breaking ball, swings through that and misses. So a strikeout for Bernard. It's going to bring up Moore. Moore had a base hit his first time up in this game. He'll be up there with 2 outs, runners at the corners for the Greyhounds. Inside, ball 1. Want to know the count on Moore. Moore catching this second game. Was a designated hitter in the first one. There's another pitch inside that if he'd have just worn it, he'd be down at first 2 times, but he does not, so 2-0 the count. Just misses, check swing, 3-0 the count. Strike right through there, strike called, 3-1 the count on Moore. Runners at the corners. Blue Devils up 2-0. Throw over to first, back in safely. Ball hit it down the left field line, but foul way out in front of it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first will be off with the pitch. Foul ball on the check swing off the knob. We'll do the 3-2 again. Messenger will have to go back. Gorman over at third for the Greyhounds. Hit by pitch. That's going to load the bases. Another one of those times that you hate to get the hit by pitch when you've got 2 strikes. That's going to bring up Jones. Jones walked his first time up in this game. He's going to step in with 2 outs and the bases full of Greyhounds here in the top of the third. Misses just a little bit outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Bases loaded for Fort Scott. Pitch a little bit high, ball one. I don't disagree that that ball was high, but there was a time or two earlier in the game where it was considered a strike. 2-0 the count. 3-0 the count. So Bernard at risk of walking in a run here if he doesn't come through with a strike. Comes the 3-0. Ball four. So an RBI base on balls, the second base on balls by Jones. Going to have a visit to the mound. We'll take a break. We'll be back. All right, visit over. Bernard stays in. Face another lefty. There's a strike on the outside corner. Clark, he flew out to left field his last time up. He's up there with the bases loaded. 2-1 lead now for the Blue Devils. Breaking ball didn't get him biting there outside. 1-1 strike to Clark. Bases still loaded. 1 run walked in on that last walk issued to Jones. Outside ball two. 2-1 the count. 2 down in the inning. Foul ball off the face of the dugout. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the third, 1 run in makes it a 2-1 count with the Blue Devils holding a 1-run lead. Clark at the plate, lefty versus lefty. Outside ball 3. So now with the 3-2 count with 2, all 3 runners will have the advantage of being off and running. Foul ball down the left field line. It's going to be out of play. So we'll do the 3-2 again. Jones at first. Moore at second. Messenger at third. Ball lifted to deep left field, going back. And makes the play, does Johnson. Got a little turned around, but nonetheless runs it down. At the end of 2.5, Blue Devils lead 2-1. We'll take a break. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the third inning, scheduled up for the Blue Devils: Paniagua, Adams, and Hutchison. White back for another inning of work for the Greyhounds of Fort Scott. Paniagua had an RBI ground out to the shortstop his last time up. He'll lead off here in the bottom of the third for the Blue Devils. Outside, ball one. There's a bunt, and it's going to be a bunt hit for Paniagua. Not much of a chance for a play on that. Thought that the third baseman Clark might let that go. It's going to bring up Adams. He walked his last time up. Breaking ball fouled away. Caleb Adams, the right fielder, up there after the leadoff bunt hit by Paniagua. Safe at first. The throw over. Safe again. Paniagua over there at first after the bunt hit. Couple of throw overs, nothing doing. High and outside. 1-1 strike to the right fielder, Adams. Safe again. One and one the count. Little bit high, ball two. 2-1 the count. Comes the 2-1. Time asked for and granted. Ball right up the middle for a hit. So a base hit right back up through the box by Adams. So first and third now with Hutchison coming to the plate. Hutchison with a double to right field, an RBI double to right field his last time up. Runner goes, throws down, and the run scores on the throw down. Ball gets away from an infielder. So 3-1 the count. 3-1 the score. Runner at second. Stolen base. Curveball in the dirt, nicely blocked by the catcher. Catcher of this second game is Moore. Strike called right at the bottom limits of the strike zone, but nonetheless ruled a strike. 2-1 the count on Palmer Hutchinson, the third baseman. Little bit inside, 3-1 the count. Hutchison had a home run in the first game. He had a wicked line drive in the first game, made a nice play by the third baseman Clark. There's a ball hit up the middle and caught by Mashad for the second out of the inning. For the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Bard. Bard flew out to right field his first time up. So runner at second, 1 out. Bard at the plate. Runner goes. No throw down, so stolen base by Adams. Nicely blocked by Moore. 2-0 the count on Bard, the first baseman. Fly ball to deep center field. And he drops it. Headed into second. So probably trying, that's going to be an error on the center fielder. And for Bard, that's going to take away that RBI that he'd had on a sac fly, actually. So that's going to bring up Freeman. Freeman grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Ground ball at the first baseman. Pitcher covering for the second out of the inning. So White covering as Mashuka with the ball. So a 3-1 ground out on Freeman, moves the runner to third. That's going to bring up Carlin. Strike right on the inside corner to Carlin. Carlin grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Strike, same spot on the inside corner. So Camden Carlin down in the count 0-2. That ball's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at third. 2 outs. In the dirt, nicely blocked by Moore. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Foul ball out of play down the right field line. Blue Devils with a 3-1 lead as they bat here in the bottom half of the third inning. Second game is a 9. First game was a 7. Won by the Greyhounds 2-1. Ball stays just a little bit inside. Three and two the count. Outside, ball 4. It's going to bring up Johnson. Jalen Johnson, the left fielder. He flew out to center field his first time up in this game. He'll be up there with 2 outs. Runners at the corners when he steps in. Inside and low, ball 1. Runner at first. Runner at third. Going to have a visit to the mound. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. All right. Cole White will stay in first and third. 1-0 the count to Johnson. The ball headed up the middle, right at the center fielder, and he squeezes that one, Mashad, for the third out. So we go to the top of the fourth inning with the Blue Devils leading 3-1. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. Pitching change for the Blue Devils. Chase Terrell will come in. Chase is from Linwood, Kansas. He went to Bonner Springs High School. Remind me, what Jalen do for that last out?
Flew to center.
So he's flown to center twice in this game. Terrell comes in and goes in relief of Bernard. Fingar, Mashad, and Gorman scheduled up for Fort Scott Greyhounds. Not sure where that ball missed, but nonetheless ruled as high. But earlier those weren't high. I don't disagree. Here comes the 1-0 on the inside corner for strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Fingar. Curveball just froze the batter and the umpire on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fingar, the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 4th. We'll do the 2-2 again. Swing and a miss of that curveball for the strikeout. So 1 out. Curveball fouled back and out of play. Mashad fouls that one away. Home on the count. 1 out. Out of play again down the right field line. 0-2 the count. Outside. Comes the 1-2. Spoiled another one back up and over the fence. This ball fouled deep down the left field line. Going to have a base hit to right field, picked up and back in with that is Adams. Safe, diving back in, made it very close. Don't think so, but not sure. Base hit to right field for Mashad. Brings up Gorman. Gorman had a base hit to left field his last time up. Want to know the count? Outside. Ball down the right field line. Believe we've had a change in catcher too. Is that Cachero?
The catcher?
Yes.
The catcher is still Carlin.
Is that not 20?
Cachero does not.
I've got a number that I can't see here for sure. What number is Carlin? the gear is holding, making that look like a 0 to me. It's still a 7. So it is Carlin still behind the plate. My bad. Wild pitch there. Runner moves up to second. Breaking ball, swing through and a miss. So Gorman down in the count, 1-2, 1 out. Runner at second base in Machad. The ball. Who ended up taking that? Cole Dawson, the shortstop, came over to take care of that. I looked down because I hit the wrong camera. So a fly out to 6. Shortstop in shallow right field. So back to the top of the order, Fu. Fu's grounded out twice. Outside. Fu grounded out to the third baseman and the second baseman so far in this one. Strike. Sweeps across the outside part of the plate. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base is Machad. Foul ball over into the third base dugout. Three to 1 lead here in the top of the 4th inning, scheduled 9-inning game. The Greyhounds of Fort Scott won the first game 2-1, 7-inning scheduled game. Ground ball back to the pitcher over to first base. So at the end of 3.5, Blue Devils lead 3-1. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Have to do some checking. I'm hearing the word from that it's 4-1. The scoreboard is not doing part of it, and I may just very well have missed one. So we'll do some checking. We think it's 4-1. Slabowski steps in, takes a strike on the inside corner, but 2-1 is the count. We're going to go with the 4-1 for right now until we go otherwise. Curveball just misses. So 3-2 the count. Slabowski, Dawson, and Paniagua scheduled up. There's a ball headed into the left field corner, extra bases for Slabowski. He's going to be into second base with a stand-up double. So that's going to bring up Dawson. Dawson had a triple and a fly out. His 2 at-bats this game. Misses just a little bit outside. Squares to bunt, but pulls back. Does Dawson. Lead-off double here in the bottom of the 4th for Slabowski. Squares to bunt. And that's going to be a bunt hit. So that's going to bring up Paniagua. Runners at the corners. Paniagua has grounded out and has a bunt hit. So he may very well bunt again. We'll see here. Bottom of the 4th action. Blue Devils lead 4-1. Breaking ball misses a little high. Looked pretty good to me. I don't care which side of it you're on. I think trying to get a look-see to see if Ray's going to square the bunt by throwing over to first here, but nothing so far. Outside. 2-0 the count. Still nobody out as the Blue Devils bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Curveball just catches the corner. Two balls, one strike. To Ray Paniagua, throw over to first, back in safely. Squares to bunt, and the ball is thrown into left field now. 1-run score there. To make it 5. I'm not so sure, but what that wouldn't have been a hit anyway, but probably a throwing error on the pitcher there. It's going to bring up Caleb Adams. Check swing. Not good, so strike called. Nicely blocked by the catcher. Catcher is Moore in this second game. It was Messenger the first game. For the Greyhounds. Got a question as to whether that was a balk or not. So we'll get a look-see on that as the officials confer. One and one the count. One ball, one strike. Runners at second and third. Outside. Two and one the count. Caleb Adams, the right fielder, at the plate. There's a ball headed into right field. It's going to score one and score two and into second base. Moves up on the throw. So 2 RBI on that base hit, then moves up on the throw. So that's going to make it 7. Going to have a visit to the mound, probably a pitching change. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. Well, it must be otherwise, because, well, if you'd help me try and get the number. So Cole White, 11, thank you. So White goes 3, because he didn't get an out here. Andrew Sumner from Shawnee, Kansas. All right, pitching change made. Number 11, Andrew Sumner from Shawnee, Kansas, comes in to pitch after Cole White goes 3 innings. He'll face Palmer Hutchison. Palmer up there with nobody out and a runner at second base. Way outside, ball 1. I'd be real surprised to see him see anything near the strike zone here with first base open. Out a strike called. Little appearance to be outside, but nonetheless called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Palmer Hutchison, the third baseman. Outside. Nice job to go out and get that one by Moore to keep it from going to the backstop. Comes the 2-1, got him picked off. And out for, so Adams the first out of the inning. Two and one the count, a little bit high. Ball three, 3-1 the count. Outside ball four. That's going to bring up Bard. Bard has flown out to right field and reached on an error by the center fielder. A little bit high, ball one. 1-0 the count on Bard. Bottom of the fourth action, Blue Devils lead 7-1. Strike called. One ball, one strike, one out, one on. Ball hit it out of play down the right field line. So the Blue Devils bring in Terrell, I call a submariner, sidearm. And then the Greyhounds bring in Andrew Sumner, a sidearmer of their own. 1-2 the count, one out, runner at first, runner goes. Ball's fouled over into the dugout, the third base side. One ball, two strikes again. One and two the count. Blue Devils lead 7-1. Runner goes, misses outside. Two and two the count on Brendan Bard. Outside, it's going to be a wild pitch. Let the runner move over to third. Runner at third. 3-2 the count. Swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Darius Freeman, the designated hitter. He's grounded out to the second baseman and the first baseman, respectfully. 2 outs, runner at third. Strike call outside corner. Comes the 0-1, stays outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Darius Freeman at the plate, the designated hitter, batting on the left-handed side. Foul ball back to the screen. Hit by a pitch. Darius was trying to get time out, but he wasn't getting it. That's going to bring up Camden Carlin. So runners at first and third. Carlin at the plate. Runner goes. Carlin's grounded out and walked in this second game. Strike right through there. One and one the count. Outside. 2-1. Nice play by the first baseman to bail out the third baseman on that. At the end of 4 full innings, Blue Devils lead 7-1. We'll take a break. We'll be back. All right, Terrell back for another inning of work scheduled up for Fort Scott, Messenger, Meshaga, and more. There's a strike right through there at the knees, outside part of the plate. Mashuka on deck. So 0-2 the count quickly. There's a strikeout. Mashuka up. He's grounded out and struck out in this second game. He's the first baseman. Bats on the left-handed side. He steps in to face Terrell. Terrell in his second inning of work today. Ground ball at the second baseman. Up with it is Slabowski over to Bard for the out. That's going to bring up Moore. He'll step in with 2 outs. He has a base hit and been hit by a pitch in this second game. Strike inside corner at the knees. Strike inside corner at the knees. Strike called. So 0-2 the count with 2 down to Moore. Foul ball down the third baseline. Oh, and 2 the count. Terrell on the mound in relief. Curveball must have been just a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looked pretty good to the Blue Devil faithful out there on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the third out of the inning. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. Andrew Sumner back for another inning of work. Scheduled up for the Blue Devils, Johnson, Slabowski, and back to the top of the order with Dawson. Blue Devils leading 7-1 here in this second game. They lost the first one 2-1. Inside, ball 1. Strike called outside corner. 1-1 the count. Strike 2 outside corner. 1-2 the count to Johnson. Johnson has been out on fly balls to center field twice in this game. There's a foul ball back to the screen. 1-2 the count. Jalen Johnson leading off here in the bottom of the fifth for the Blue Devils. They're leading 7-1. Outside, 2-2 the count. Way outside for ball three. 3-2 the count to the leadoff hitter in this inning for the Blue Devils. Ball four, low and outside. So a leadoff walk issued by Sumner. It's going to bring up Slabowski. He's been hit by a pitch and doubled into the left field corner. Strike right through there. Oh and 1 the count. Inside, fouled over to the dugout. Slabowski, the second baseman. Throw over to first, back in safely. Base hit into left center for Slabowski. So back to the top of the order we go with Dawson. Dawson has a triple, a fly out, and a bunt hit. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Bunt going to be fouled down the third baseline. Let's see if the bunt is still on or not. It is. Must have missed a little bit low. Looks sure good from up here. 1 ball, 1 strike to the shortstop, Cole Dawson, number 26. Comes the stretch and the pitch from Sumner. Sacrifice bunt for Dawson, moves the runners up. So runners at second, third, that's going to bring up Raymond Paniagua. Paniagua has grounded out, a bunt hit, and reached on an error. Swings through that curveball. 0-1 the count, 1 down, runners at second and third. I kind of look down on that. Was that a sack bunt there for a run?
Yeah.
Sack bunt to score a run there. Brings it to the count to 8. That's going to bring up Adams. Adams has a base hit, 2 base hits, a couple of RBI. That misses just a little bit. And a walk in this game. I'll get the scoreboard updated here in a second. It is now 8. Inside. Ground ball cut off by the third baseman and over to first. So a 5-3 from Clark over to Machuca, for the out. The end of 5 full innings, Blue Devils up 8-1. We'll be back. All right, Terrell back for another inning of work. Jones is up. He's got a couple of walks, and one of them was an RBI walk. He takes ball 1. Way outside. 2-0 the count. Strike called. 2-1 the count on Jones. Foul ball backing out of play. 2-2 the count. Misses inside for 3-2. Just misses a little bit outside. And that's ball 4. So a leadoff walk. Jones has walked all 3 times. That's going to bring up Clark. Clark has flown out to left field twice so far. He'll be up there with nobody out and a runner at first. Strike outside corner at the knees. Strike called. Throw over to first, back in safely. Foul ball backing out of play. It's going to be air on Dawson. Got a little bit of a hurry to try and turn that double play, which we've not seen a double play in the game today, I don't believe. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Breaking ball breaks outside just a bit. Finn Gar has a line drive to right field for out and a strikeout in this second game. Line drive headed into left field. That's going to be a hit, but then an error after that. So a ball that gets past. So 2 runs score. To make it 8-3. Outside. That brings up Mashad. Mashad swings and misses at that second pitch, so 1-1 the count. He has a base hit in this second game. There's a foul ball backing out of play. And there's a little nubber out in front of the plate. A nice play by the catcher, Carlin, to get down to first for the out. So a 2-3 out, and the runner has to stay at third. That's the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Gorman. Gorman has a base hit and a fly out here in this second game. Curveball stays inside just a bit, 1-0. Comes the 1-0 pitch from Terrell. There's a bunt and foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 on. A lot of ones here. In the top of the sixth, 8-3 lead the Blue Devils over the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds won the first game 2-1. Curveball stays inside, 2-1. So ball headed into right field. It's going to be an RBI, extra bases. Headed for third, and he's going to be out at third on a nice play into the corner and a relay from Adams over to the relay over to Hutchison and the tag for the out. So a double, an RBI double, and then out for Gorman. So that does make it 8-4. So now 2 outs. At the plate is Fu. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Terrell up with it and over to Bard for the third out of the inning. So 8-4 at the end of 5.5. We'll be back. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the sixth. 8-4, the Blue Devils lead over the Greyhounds of Fort Scott. I believe we've got another pitcher. Cameron Hill from the Colony, Texas. On the mound, a tall right-hander. So White goes 3, Sumner goes 2, and Hill comes in relief. Hutchison, Bard, and Freeman scheduled up for the Blue Devils. Hutchison has a double, a line out, and a walk with a stolen base. He steps in as he leads off the bottom of the sixth for the Blue Devils. Just misses a little bit inside. A lot of heat coming from Cameron Hill on that first pitch. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss by Hutchison there. 1-1 the count. Strike called outside corner at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside. 2-2 the count. Palmer Hutchison, the third baseman for the Blue Devils. At the plate, he leads off here in the bottom of the sixth. Stays a little bit high. 3-2 the count. Comes the 3-2. Outside ball 4 all the way back to the screen. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Brendan Bard. He's flown out, reached on an error, and struck out. So 0 for 3 in this second game. The ball headed into left field, so a base hit for Brendan Bard. It's going to bring up Freeman. Freeman's grounded out twice and been hit by a pitch. He'll be up there on the left-handed side. Hutchison at second, Bard at first. Freeman at the plate. We'll get everybody lined out and try her again. Time was called. It's going to be a bunt hit for Freeman. That's going to bring up Carlin. Carlin has grounded out twice and walked in this second game. He'll step in with the bases loaded and nobody out. A chance to add to this lead. That is a 4-run lead at this point here in the bottom of the sixth. Infield in for Fort Scott. Just misses, ball one. Nicely blocked by the catcher Moore. 2-0 the count. A little bit low. Looked pretty good to me. Ruled low by the umpire. 3-0 the count. Strike called. 3-1 the count. Three and one to Camden Carlin, the catcher. Ball headed into left field. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to score one. Nice job by the left fielder, Jones, getting it back in a hurry. So an RBI hit by Carlin's going to bring up Johnson. Outside, that's going to be a out at home on the pass ball by the catcher. One out, runners at second and third. There's a ball headed into the left field corner and, but it's going to be foul. One and one the count, one out, runners at second and third, 9-4 the lead here as the Blue Devils bat in the bottom of the sixth inning. Nicely blocked by the catcher Moore. Two and one the count, one out, runners at second and third for the Blue Devils. Missed that curveball on a half-hearted swing. Does Jalen Johnson. 2-2, 1 out. Called on the swing of the check swing, so a strikeout. It's going to bring up Slabowski. He's been hit by a pitch and has a double and a single. He'll step in with 2 outs, runners at second and third. Outside and low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Slabowski, the second baseman. Outside. 2-0 the count. Strike right through there. 2-1 the count. Fastball at the knees, outside part of the plate. Makes the count 2-1. Little bit low, 3-1. Cameron Hill on in relief of Sumner, who was on in relief of White. Third pitcher of this second game. The ball headed to center field. Two runs in. So 2 RBI base hit for Slabowski. So Slabowski with a hit by pitch and a double and 2 singles with an RBI in this second game. So 11-4 the count. The score, I should say. Back to the top of the order in Dawson. Missed outside and low. Dawson has a triple, a bunt single, a sac bunt, and a fly out in this second game. 1-0 the count on him. Ball headed to right field, fighting the sun a little bit is the right fielder. But Mashuka catches that one for the third out. Blue Devils increase their lead to make it 11-4. We go to the top of the 7th. All right, here we go to the top of the 7th inning. 9-inning scheduled game. Blue Devils lead 11-4. Bernard goes 3, Terrell goes 3, and Eli Tormez will come in and relieve for the Blue Devils. Messenger, Mashuka, and Moore scheduled up. For the Greyhounds, they trail by 7, top of the 7th action. Outside corner, strike called at the knees. Swing and a miss of that fastball. So quickly down in the count is Messenger. Mashuka is on deck. Strike 3 called. Throw down to first for the out. Now that's going to bring up Mashuka. Mashuka is grounded out twice and struck out once in this second game. He'll be up there with 1 out and nobody on. Ball 1 in the dirt. Wind in the pitch by Tormez. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The ball into the left field corner, extra bases. Swing to second with a double is Mashuka. It's going to bring up Moore. He'll be up there with 1 out and a runner at second base. One out, runner at second. Curveball catches the outside corner, 0-1. Little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. To Trailer Moore, the catcher. Foul ball back to the screen. 1-2 the count on the catcher. Ball headed to left field. That ball is out of here for a 2-run home run. So a 2-run home run makes it 11-6. It's going to bring up Jones. Outside. So 11-6 the score after that home run by Moore. Ball headed to the shortstop. He's up with it and over to first. So Dawson debarred for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Clark. Clark has been out on a fly ball to left field twice and reached on an error by the shortstop. Outside ball one. Missed outside again, 2-0 the count. Outside ball three. Strike right through there. 3-1 the count. Outside ball four. So a 2-out walk issued to Clark. It's going to bring up Fingar. Fingar has lined out to right field, struck out, and had a base hit, but got to move up on the air after the hit by the left fielder. Let it get by him. Nicely blocked by the catcher, Carlin. Want to know the count to Fingar. Ball to right field. Underneath that to take care of it is Adams. We go to the bottom half of the seventh inning. Blue Devils lead 11-6. We'll be back. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the seventh inning. Blue Devils leading 11-6. Hill back for his second inning of work, scheduled up for the Blue Devils. Paniagua, Adams, and Hutchison. Paniagua is grounded out, had a bunt hit, reached on an error, and a sac bunt. High and inside, ball one. Comes the 1-0 in the dirt. 2-0 the count on the center fielder, Ray Paniagua. Curveball stayed up and in, so 3-0 the count. Hill's going to have to battle back to keep from putting the leadoff hitter on here. Strike at the knees, outside part of the plate. 3-1 the count. (11-6), Blue Devils lead here in the bottom of the seventh. Curveball fouled back to the screen. So after 3-0, Hill has battled back with a couple of strikes to make the count full 3-2. Swing and a miss. So that's going to bring up Adams. Adams has 2 hits, couple of RBIs, a walk, and a ground out. He'll step in with 1 out and nobody on. Strike right through there. Oh and 1 the count. Swing and a miss. 0 and 2 the count on Caleb Adams, the right fielder. In the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball headed to the second baseman. Gorman up with it over to Mashuka for the out. It's going to bring up Hutchison. Hutchison has a double for an RBI, a line out, and a couple of walks in this second game. That ball's just a little bit low for ball 1. Want to know the count? Check swing, ruled a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hutchison. Shortstop, Fu comes over to take care of that one for the third out. We go to the top of the 8th. Blue Devils lead 11-6. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, Tormeo's back for another inning of work. Scheduled up for the Greyhounds. Mashad, Gorman, and Fu. Excuse me. Top of the 8th. Blue Devils lead 8-6. Mashad has a base hit in 3 at-bats this inning. Or excuse me, this game. There's strike 1 called on the outside corner. Bunt foul. Foul ball back into the screen, so 0-2 the count. Ball headed to center field. Over to take care of that is Paniagua. That'll bring up Gorman. Gorman has a couple of hits, an RBI, one single, one double in this second game. Takes strike on the outside corner. Popped out into shallow right center his second time. Had a couple of hits otherwise. There's a foul ball back to the screen. So quickly 0-2 on Gorman, the second baseman. Swing and a miss on that fastball for the strikeout, second out of the inning. So back to the top of the order to Fu. Dylan Fu has grounded out 4 times. Third baseman, second baseman, and twice back to the pitcher. Ground ball headed to the shortstop. He's up with it and over. So Dawson over to Bard. So a quick 3 up, 3 down inning. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Blue Devils leading 11-6. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hill back for another inning of work for the Greyhounds. Scheduled to face Bard, Freeman, and Carlin. In the Blue Devils' bottom half of the 8th inning. High and inside, ball 1. Bard, the first baseman. Deep down the left field line, but that's going to be way foul. 1-1 the count. Outside and all the way back to the screen, so 2-1 the count. Missed a little bit outside. 3-1 the count. Ball headed into right field over the relay throw into second, safe at second base. So a double to right field for Bard. So Bard with a base hit and a double, so a single and a double in this game to go 2 for 5. That's going to bring up Freeman. Misses one for ball one. Freeman has a couple of grounds outs, a hit by pitch, and a bunt hit in this second game. 1-0 the count. Misses outside, ball 2. Two and 0 the count. Catches the outside corner with that breaking ball. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss on that fastball outside part of the plate. So 2-2 the count. Nobody out. Runner at second after the leadoff double into the right field by Brendan Bard. Outside. 3-2 the count. Hill on relief of Sumner, who was on in relief of White. 3-2 the count. Runner at second. Nobody out. Freeman at the plate. Ball caught by the center fielder, Mashad, in left center for the out. So Freeman out on a fly out to left center. That's going to bring up Carlin. Carlin's got an RBI base hit, a couple of ground outs, and a walk in this second game. 1 out. Curveball breaks outside. 1-0 the count. Comes the 1-0 from Hill. Misses a little bit inside. 2-0 the count to the catcher, Camden Carlin. Time's called. Comes the 2-0 in the dirt, nicely blocked by Moore. 3-0 the count, 1 out. First base is open. Bard at second base after his leadoff double. Then a fly ball for out for 1 out. There's ball 4. So runners at first and second. That's going to bring up Johnson, the left fielder. Johnson's had a couple flyouts, a strikeout, and a walk in this second game. He'll step in with 1 out and runners at first and second. Way outside, that's going to be a wild pitch. Let the runners move up on the wild pitch. Want to know the count. Runners now at second and third. Bard at third, Carlin at second. Infield in for Fort Scott. Want to know the count. Strike right through there. Another wild pitch back to the screen, and scoring is Bard. Makes it 12-6. Runner at third, one out. 3-1 the count on Johnson. Missed a little bit low. So Johnson gets a base on balls. That's going to bring up Slabowski. Slabowski's been hit by a pitch. Had a double and two singles and an RBI on one of those singles. He steps in with runners at the corners and one out. Runner goes in safely. No throw. Strike called outside corner. One ball, one strike, one out. Curveball frozen, just couldn't pull the trigger on it, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the second baseman, Cole Slabowski. Way outside. Gonna score another run on another wild pitch. So 13-6. Comes the 2-2. There's a ball headed to right field. Caught in the air, going to tag and score at home. So a sac fly for Slabowski makes it 14. So back to the top of the order for Cole. Strike right through there, Cole Dawson. Strike called. So quickly 0-2 the count on the shortstop Dawson. Strike 3 called right through there. We go to the top of the ninth inning. Blue Devils leading 14-6. Pitching change for the Blue Devils. Number 20, Hunter Cachero, comes in. Hunter's a right-hander from Shawnee, Kansas, went to St. James High School. He'll scheduled to face Messenger, Mashuka, and Moore. Messenger's had a couple of, actually 3 strikeouts, but a base hit to center field this second game. Foul ball back to the screen. Blue Devils lead 14-6. Greyhounds got some work to do to keep this moving. Strike called. Curveball just catches the outside corner. 0-2. The count on Messenger. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Mashuka will come up with 1 out. He's had a couple of ground outs, a strikeout, and a double into the left field corner. He'll step in with 1 out and nobody on. Strike called at the belt, outside part of the plate from Cachera. Foul ball backing out of play so quickly down in the count is Mashuka. Missed just a little bit up and or out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball foul down the left field line. So we'll do the 1 and 2 again. Ball deep to left field. That's going to be an opposite field home run. Makes it 14-7. Hit by a pitch is Moore. It's going to bring up Jones. Jones has walked 3 times and grounded out to the shortstop once. He'll be up there with 1 out. And a runner at first. Way outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Strike at the knees, outside corner, strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Misses a little bit low and outside, so 2-1 the count on Jones. Jones hitting on the left-handed side. Misses just a little bit up and out. Base on balls. That's going to bring up Clark. Clark's been out on 2 fly balls to left field, reached on an error, and reached on a base on balls. Misses just a little bit low and outside. One and 0 the count. Not sure where that missed, but 2-0 the count. Foul ball backing out of play, 2-1. Two balls and a strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Little bit high. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss of that fastball, so 3-2 the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Foul ball out of play. Just misses a little bit low and inside for a walk. It's going to bring up Fingar. This is the top of the 9th. I didn't get my scoreboard updated. Bases loaded. Fingar at the plate. Strike right through there. got a catch and an RBI, sack fly. So a nice diving play by Adams. That's going to bring up Mashad. Mashad had a base hit earlier in this game. He'll step in with 2 outs. Runner at first and runners at first and second. 14-8 the score. Ball off the glove. That's going to be a pass ball. 1, I'm not sure how the catcher didn't catch it. And 2, I'm not sure how that wasn't a strike. But nonetheless, neither of those two things happen. Ball all the way back to the screen. Pass ball. Runners move up. And ball 1 called. 1-0 the count. Ground ball to Hutchison. Over to Bard at first base for the final of this one. So the final score to this one, 14-8. The Blue Devils take the second one, 14-8. The Greyhounds took the first one, 2-1. Tomorrow's regular scheduled games have been moved to Sunday at Fort Scott. They will live stream it with no audio, so I will go and do an audio only. If you go to the website of 4Ts, go to KCK and move to go to the button of the link that'll be there. It will be an audio only that you'll be able to hear. We'll bring those 2 games to you. And we're at a split, 1-1. They each took 1 today. We'll have games 3 and 4 at Fort Scott on Sunday, starting at 1, I believe. Have a good day. Be safe, please.